What's happening, y'all? This is Ice Man. I decided to I decided to start early on the live stream because I'm not feeling too good. But I wanted to make sure I still got this live stream taken care of, even though most of y'all won't be able to see it until later on today. Um, got a lot of stuff happening right now. Uh, got a they are, as we speak, they are uh they are they're sending Navy destroyers and Air Force air Navy aircraft carriers, and they're sending them to right outside of Taiwan. Also, they they sent they sent they've sent a whole bunch of troops to Taiwan. Now, I don't know whether it's Army, Navy, whatever, but usually what they do is they send Army and Marines first, and then also support personnel from each of the four branches. Okay, so there's going to be some Air Force people mixed in there. There's going to be some Marine people mixed in there, Navy. All those folks are going to be mixed in there. So I'm trying to put the word out on the strength, because what we don't understand is that whenever we have a troop buildup somewhere, where they start sending troops somewhere, that's the same thing they do before every war. Okay? Might not jump off right then. Okay? Because somebody gotta start the thing. Okay? Now, they're gonna wait until China tries to invade Taiwan. Now, the president over there in China, he stated last year, that he was going to he stated that he was going to China was going to take back Taiwan. And from what I heard, he wants to do it within the next couple years. Okay? Due to what's going on over here. They're definitely going to want to do it before Trump try to get in there. Because if Trump get back in there, he's definitely going to there will be a showdown. There will be some engagement, not just with special forces either. They probably already got Navy SEALs and Air Force Paracombat Rescue and combat controllers. They probably already got them they got them in country in an undisclosed location until something pops off. So they may be in the field sitting there for months. Okay. and they're gonna have to find a way to find food because you know they can't just when you special forces, you can't fly food in there. You got to eat what's what that particular whatever they offer out there in the field. What's out there in that because Taiwan, we talk about those countries have a lot of green vegetation and stuff like that. So they're gonna have to do what they got to do because you can't, you know, possibly have you can't possibly have uh helicopters, and you can't have helicopters and other types of aircraft flying over because that's gonna give off their position. Okay, that's gonna give up their position. Okay, and China isn't Iraq. They have the technology. They got the same technology we got. Okay, probably stole it from us. You know how they be bootlegging shit. Anyway, shit. So, so let me check Facebook. Okay, it's still working. When Facebook kept kicking me out last week for some reason. Maybe it was probably the topic. Okay, anytime we start talking about something deep, all of a sudden, stuff will start malfunctioning, which I think is planned. Because, like I said, they already got algorithms put in there to screw us, so they don't have to necessarily have a person sitting there all the time, 24/7, monitoring, physically physically monitoring, uh, monitoring uh, the everybody's videos. You got millions of videos being uploaded. They don't have the personnel to do that. Okay, so that's fucked up. That's messed up, man. Man, I can't even tell y'all what I just looked at. It was just some straight up ignorance. Okay. Anyway, it's about to go down. When Vietnam, they sent advisors, advisors over to train the South Vietnamese. Okay. And so when they went over there, in the early 60s. No, take that back. They went over there in the 50s. They like 56, 57, 58, 59, 1959. They did a lot of advising before the Vietnam didn't pop off till like 62 or 63. May even been later than that. And so so people, being that I served in the military and I'm retired Air Force, what you have to understand, you don't spend millions and dollars of moving people around the world and you ain't finna do nothing. Okay? Of course they don't want people to get they don't want people to get scared Although during Desert Shield, Desert Storm, they didn't give a damn. They didn't care if people got scared. Even before they started, when they first started sending people over there, I told my ex-wife, I said, watch, they gonna send my ass over there. Yeah, just like clockwork, they end up sending me over there with damn near all the black men in this whole goddamn squadron. Okay? That squadron is probably about 600 people. And they sent almost every brother that I knew. They almost sent all of us over there. There was a couple that didn't go, but for the most part, I knew they was gonna send my black ass over there. Okay. And my ex was like, well, how do you know? I said, trust me, I know. You understand me? So the point that I want to make to you guys is this before we get into the topic. Make sure you guys hit the like button, please. I see some people hitting the like button and then withdrawing the like. What's up with that, man? What you fickle or something? Okay, so anyway, you know what? I need to send something. I need to post something on. I need to post something on Instagram. Hold up, y'all. Okay, hold on, man. What's cracking, y'all? It's the Iceman, host of Facts Over Feelings podcast on YouTube, Mad Voodoo Man channel. I want you guys to. We're live right now. I decided to start early, so come on through. We're live right now on the Mad Voodoo Man channel on YouTube. Come holler at us. All right, let me post this real quick. I've also heard. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, let me get this. What's cracking, y'all? It's the I. What's cracking? Okay. Try to limit that to about 30 seconds so it won't take so long to upload. Anyway, they're also talking, ladies and gentlemen, they're also talking about instituting a draft. Okay? So all you Negroes who are able-bodied, but you sitting around playing, not working, not doing anything, just laying on your ass, hanging out, you're gonna be the first one they're gonna draft. You hear me? You and them single moms. See, the Air Force won't take you if you got more than one kid because they know it's gonna be a burden. But the Army and Marines will take you. Okay, I think the Navy too, because a lot of their jobs you gotta be, you gotta do your sea duty. Okay, so so the draft they gonna need. You gotta understand something. The reason why they talking about a draft is because of it's because of there's gonna be a ground war. If we fight China and or Russia, there will be a ground war. It ain't gonna be all air like it was mainly with Desert Storm. Okay, Iraq didn't have any surface to air missiles, like uh the North Vietnamese had, the Viet Cong had. Now remember, those surface to air systems and missiles were made by Russia. Okay. Now, according to, I heard this today, Zelensky up here talking about he fired some of his people. He fired some of his people. He fired some of his people who had their hand in the cookie jar. Okay. Now they claim today that they're only sending equipment and not money. Now, isn't that confusing that they are only sending that they're only sending they claim now that they're only sending equipment. Okay, they're sending equipment, and now if they're saying we sent $12 billion worth of equipment, I haven't heard that. I heard 12. We giving them $12 billion. How now? Let me ask you something. How come Ukraine can't buy that stuff from us? Oh, they ain't got no money. That's their problem. I'm gonna tell you right now. I hope Trump get back in there so they can start pulling us out of there. Cause you don't you don't you don't send troops like that and you ain't planning on going to war. Okay? You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay? So they not playing, man. They're not playing. Okay? They are not playing. Hold on, somebody sent me something, and Anthony R, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Steve Mack, what's happening? So, if you are a single mom who ain't doing nothing, or you or you one of these Negroes that ain't got no job, I'm gonna tell you right now, the government checks to see if you working. Okay, because if you're working a full-time job, they may or may not draft you, but it depends on what it is. Okay, but if you ain't working, you ain't going to school, brother, you got draft, you got eligible for the draft. Send me my draft card written across your forehead. Okay? And those of you who think this is a joke, no, the Iceman just shucking and jiving. Yeah, you go ahead. A lot of cats that went to Vietnam didn't think they was gonna get drafted either. These people ain't playing with us. If the government, let me tell you something, the federal government need troops. You old enough, and you within that draft age, Negro, you going to over there to the Pacific, or you going over there to Europe, one or the other. But you gonna be in that ground war situation, and you know what they gonna do? They gonna put you in infantry, Marines or Army infantry, or they're gonna put you in some kind of support role like MP. You still gonna be out there in the trenches, okay? In this war, you know what we used to do when I was in Desert Storm. If we went on patrol for 8 to 10 hours, if nothing happened, you come back, turn in your M16, turn in your rounds, your clips, all that stuff, your radios. You take all that in. Oh, word up, man. No problem. I appreciate it, brother. Any little bit helps. So for us, so if you got children who ain't doing anything, they just sitting around living off of you. And that may be your choice. You may want them to chill at the crib until they figure out what they're gonna do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't on my schedule. Okay, what I think don't matter. It's what you think. You the father. Okay? But I'm telling you now because I don't want to see cats once one of the two of these wars start, because they ain't gonna start at the same time. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Cats, dude's gonna be like, man, my son got a draft card in the mail. My daughter got a draft card. Ladies, you wanted equality. So yes, they're going to draft you too. This ain't Vietnam, where only men did combat. Congress passed a bill. I don't know if it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember. But they passed a bill where women can serve in combat. Okay? Which means infantry, tank division. That's just as funky. You're going to be sitting in a tank all day. Now they got some of them got air conditioning in there. Them newer ones do, but still, man, when you get hit by a round in a tank, it's easy to get killed in there because it's like 5 people in there. You got one person that puts the rounds in there, and the other, and then they some of that stuff is on electronic switches. So it ain't just we push it in there like World War II, you hit a button and the fuse, in order to project, in order for the projectile to go outside of uh that tube that the bombs come out of. That when on the tank and you raising it or whatever, when that person's in there like this, like on the periscope in a Navy ship, they're sitting there like this, and they got they can see outside of the tank. They have a camera where they can, but some type of visual aid so you can see the target you're trying to hit. And then you got the driver, you got the other, I don't know what the other person does. And then there's another person in there, one or two people in here that's doing other things. I wasn't in the Army, so I don't really know that much. But I do know that you can kill people easily in a tank. Okay? As great as that thing is made, you can still run the risk if some type of howitzer round hits it, like one of them big ass guns that's point up in the air at an angle like that, them howitzers, If that one of them things hits one of those tanks, that's it. That's their ass. That's why so many people be getting killed in them tanks. You digs? Now, what you have to understand is that they always doing it before any war. They always try to get rid of all the black men they can. Okay? Okay? That's what they're going to do. Okay? They're going to try to get rid of get rid of as many black men as they can. Now, I'm going to say this before we get into the topic. I saw the other day that they said that 200,000, they just said 200,000 Ukrainians been killed. Okay? This war is only going on 1 year, people. And they've already killed 200,000 military and civilians. That's a lot of people in a year. Vietnam went on for 12 years and only 59,000 got killed over there. And I'm talking about us. I don't know how many Vietnamese died. Think about that for a second. Now they claim that 100,000 Russian troops have been killed. That's a lot. Remember, it's mainly going to be a ground war. Just like Vietnam, but the only difference is it won't be guerrilla warfare. Now it may be with China. Okay? It may be guerrilla warfare with them. And if it is Negro, that's your ass. You're going to be sitting over there burning up during the summer because I heard it's humid as hell in China. Okay? Dig it. So that's just something for y'all to think about, man. Those of y'all who ain't serious about doing anything, I don't know what age they didn't say nothing about what age they going to take folks. Obviously, it's going to start at 18. Okay? But they may draft people up to like 26, 27 years old, especially if that meat grinder start like it did in Vietnam. That meat grinder starts. They gotta, you gotta, see, you don't, everybody ain't fighting on the front line. Some people, you gotta have IT people. You're gonna have to have, civil engineering, my unit from Air Force to come over there and build roads and all that, build bridges and all that kind of stuff, or put down what we used to do. Like have you guys seen them green plates that you've seen where you might see a plane sitting on top of in dirt, on top of the dirt, there's those green planks, man, them damn things, heavy as hell. Those are like temporary, that's for a temporary flight line, a temporary runway in case we've been bombed. The Air Force people will run out there, put them things down, and then our planes can take off. Okay? It's gonna be that kind of war, people. I'm just pulling you, I'm pulling your coattail. Okay? Don't say the Iceman didn't tell you. Okay? Because if your kid get caught up in that bullshit, don't come to me talking about, hey, Ice, man, you know, my kid got that draft notice. Nigga, what I tell you 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, they don't send hundreds of thousands of troops nowhere just in case. Okay, just like in Vietnam. Yep, they sent advisors. Okay, and I really just don't even want them wasting our tax money fighting no damn war. You know how much trouble we financially we already. This country's already been writing checks that they ass can't cash. Now you gonna add a war to it? Think about it, folks. All right, man. Let's get to the topic. All right. If you want to contribute, the Cash App IDs are up there in above the in the chat room. There's 2 of them. One be working sometimes. Sometimes my original one don't be working like it should. So that's why I went and got a second. So you could use either one. Or you can go to asktheiceman.com and go down to the bottom of the page where it says well, it still says donation on there. It'll say donation, and then it'll say how much do you want to, you could put your own amount in there. Okay. Anyway, over the weekend, I was listening to a couple videos at night, and um, I was listening to a couple videos, and they were saying that a lot of Black women are angry at uh, Ciara and what's her name? Uh, Ciara and Beyonce, and uh, they feel betrayed that Beyonce and Ciara is telling them to, where are all my single ladies at? You strong and independent. You got your own money. Here they are sitting up here married. Okay? Took a while for them to figure it out, didn't it? Now, I don't know if it's because of, stupidity. I don't know what it is. But first of all, I don't follow nobody. But, women, that's their wheelhouse. Women are natural born followers. Okay? Which is why they really don't want to lead. They really don't want to lead. They want leadership benefits, but they don't want to lead. Just like you got a lot of women who only want to be married so they don't look like a fool being a single mom. Okay? That's the only reason that's the only reason why women want to be married. The so-called today's women want to be married. They only want to be married for show's sake, to provide an image that they don't believe in the first place. They don't even respect marriage. I'm sitting up here listening to TBA, and some dumbass broad called in talking about she got, she got 3 kids by some old bum ass nigga that ain't even working on the regular. Talking about he an electrician. If he an electrician, why is he unemployed? Even if he just did he just did stuff under the table, there's plenty of electrical work out here. Okay? This broad got 3 kids. And she up here talking about she still thinks she can get married. She dreams of getting married. And well, when you was 22 and you first got with this bum who was 10 years older than you wasn't dreaming about marriage then. And some TBA said it was cold blooded, but I'm glad he said it. A lot of women want to sit up here and live backwards. And what I mean, why they say hindsight is 2020. A lot of women want to live in hindsight. They want to go out here and throw their vagina to the wind for, till they get 30, 35, almost 40. And then all of a sudden they like, oh, I want to be a wife. They done had a kid or kids already. A child or children already. You already done messed that whole situation up, because any of these simps out here that marry a single mom, even with one child, and that woman she don't bring nothing to the table. Yeah, are there single moms who are exceptions? Yeah. Like, say I own a restaurant and I meet somebody who's a sous chef or executive chef. We got something in common. She can benefit my restaurant, therefore she can benefit me. You see how that works? That's why you don't just get with anybody. See, this is something black men need to learn. I wish I'd have known this stuff. See, my dad didn't teach me shit. Okay? What does that person bring to the table? What do they bring to the table? They just bringing used vagina and they problems and they badass credit? Man, come on. If that's all you can find out there, you need to be single. Okay? They want marriage benefits, but they don't want the work that has to be done to keep a marriage going. A lot of women think a marriage has got its own engine. And that engine is going to run the relationship. No, both of y'all gotta put in. It's like a bank account with no money in it. Both of y'all gotta put deposits in there, or it ain't gonna work. Because see, what women want to do, they want you to make deposits, and then all they do is withdraw. See how that works? They want you to invest in them and put all this stuff on the line for them, and then they just come along and just take. That's the kind of women most of y'all are getting. Women who are just straight up narcissistic. They're straight up narcissistic. And they don't care about anybody else. They don't even care about their own children, unless there's something that they can gain out of their children. Okay? Because children are not a good investment now. We don't live in an agrarian society like we did back when I was a kid. You had more farms back then. People were still farming in the 60s. You digs? So you got to understand, we live in a society that is trying to destroy these children, telling them that they can pick whatever gender they want. They just pass some damn law here that it allows at the state level to allow trans athletes to compete against, because they were showing some old dude, some old lazy ass, loser ass white dude who decided he gonna jump over the fence and be a woman now, and he up here, and so they passed that shit up here. See, they trying to pass all kind of shit up here. They can keep on passing it. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'll sell this goddamn house and move somewhere else. Because I don't like dealing with all that shit. I don't give a damn about no homosexual. Faggity fag. I don't give a shit. Okay? So I don't give a shit. Okay? Hey, cuz. Hey man, that's the that's this new format. That's that new format, dog. For some reason, it's some, last week it wouldn't even let me do a live stream. Let me try to see if I can, because I don't think I can make any adjustments. I can't make no adjustments once I'm on here. If you're one of my subscribers on the Man Voodoo Man channel on YouTube, I suggest you switch to YouTube. Anyway, hey, cuz, I got to get at you, man. I'm gonna send you a text message. I got to talk to you about something. Anyway, hold up. Maybe I need to get closer to the computer. Anyway, so Beyonce and Ciara then got exposed for the hypocrites that they are. They telling you, talking about where all my single ladies at, where all my strong and independent women at. Meanwhile, she's sitting over there with Jay-Z. See, Ciara's telling y'all to level up, and you can come up like I did and get you a baller like I got. See, that's the one thing about social media, to me, that's a hindrance, is that people tend to come on there and start acting like reality don't exist. Okay? They come on there acting like reality don't exist. Okay? And it does. And I think all the stuff that Biden is doing, like they're getting ready. I didn't know this, but they gave all the people that get SNAP benefits, they gave them an extra $100 or $200 on they, depending on how much they get, monthly on the regular. They what they did is they what did they do? Damn, I'm trying to think. People are on social media so much that people think that they get so attached to social media that they think social media is real. Social media ain't real, people. But a lot of you guys are delusional. That's, mainly women, but you guys, these women are delusional. Okay? And it's just like all the women out here calling it up on these platforms with content providers who talk about this kind of content. They what they need to understand, what they're starting to do, what they're starting to see, all the pomp and circumstance over Biden getting in office. All that pomp and circumstance has worn off on the Biden administration. And now all these Biden sexuals who voted for him, a lot of these it's like this student loan thing. The Supreme Court's gonna strike it down. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay? And I hope they do. because all you dumbasses who voted for Biden, and it wasn't that you were going to get a guarantee that he was going to do this. As you can see, there's no guarantee. And I'm gonna tell you right. You know what my prediction is? They're gonna strike that student loan bill down. I mean that student loan uh executive order down. Okay, they're gonna say it's unconstitutional. Okay, just like they did with abortion. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all these little punk ass single moms who run around this mug talking crazy, talking about, oh man, shoo, man, behind the, I have people damn near about to jack me talking when I said something about Trump. They up here talking about, up here, it was white folks getting mad, talking about Trump's a racist. I'm like, and Biden ain't. And then when I said something about that 1994 crime bill, they didn't say shit then. Because in their mind, they say, oh, that didn't affect me. That's what they think. That's what they saying. Okay. So Ciara, Ciara and Beyonce are frauds for leading these folks, they leading these people astray, making them think that they were going to get something. Okay? And they're going to end up getting nothing. They're going to end up getting nothing. Okay? They're going to get nothing. So that's why they have to make up wins for Biden. They got to make them up. Well, he got, gay marriage passed at the federal level. Oh, that can be struck down too. All you got to do is have somebody file one of these conservative groups file a case in federal court. That's all they got to do. And it's going to get struck down at the state level. You digs? So what are we really talking about here? What is really going on with these women? I'm going to tell you what's going on with these women. A lot of these women are struggling. They're struggling, and they figured out after cussing us, a lot of us that said Biden wasn't shit. All of the things that Biden said he was going to do, the stuff that really counts, he hasn't gotten done. Have y'all noticed that? Yes, he got, they talk, well, you got gay marriage. Does that affect you? No. He gonna give us student loan forgiveness. He only said that he was gonna do $10,000 to $20,000, no more than that. The only people who get double, which is two $10,000 forgiveness applications. It's going to be more people how can I phrase this without going out off the deep end here? The federal government is nothing more than a front for corporate America. Now you got all these morons out here protesting in front of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ain't bothered by that, by you protesting. You protest all you want. You can protest all you want. You digs? Protest all you want. You still ain't gonna be. You still ain't getting them loans cut. And now, if you owe $50,000 in student loans, and say you qualify uh for the maximum, which is $20,000. Let me explain something to you. That $20,000. If you owe 50,000 and you can barely pay your loans today or not pay them at all, and they take off 20%, I mean 20,000, you still got to pay $30,000. How you gonna pay it? You couldn't pay the 50. See, men, and not all men, because some of you emotional men don't do this. I say I'm a planner and a strategizer. I'm not gonna go anything feet first. I'm gonna sit down and crunch the numbers. I'm gonna do the research so I know what I'm in line for. Okay. Hey guys, hit the like button. I see some people are must be women who keep pulling up off the like button. Hey guys, hit the like button. I'm gonna take a break right now. If you haven't contributed, go ahead and do so. This is a good time for me to stop. I guess you ladies are being getting mad about the content. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Oh man.